What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Phil Plays Bass. It is the 3rd of July, D-Day minus one, day minus one for America's birthday. Whoop, whoop. I'm gonna do hello, Akhilesh. Good to see you, dude. How are you? I hope everybody's doing well. Just gonna be jamming a little bit, just to warm the little fingers up, just for a little bit. Let's see what comes out. Just get the creative juices flowing. I did hear about it, dude. They had some sort of banner on it that said, war will stop when love will start, or something like that. A Sade track? Go on. Which track? Is it a crime? That's a good track, dude. Oh, I did something for you, dude, yesterday. You're gonna be laughing. I recorded this. But I forgot to add the tag, so that's all it does for now. It just loops that section. Oh, yeah, I could add the tag because I think the bass does do the tag. And then that's the chorus. Yeah, so I'll finish that up at some point and send it to you, dude. I'd love to hear your version of the solo. I mean, anybody could easily do that with Moises, right? But in this case, I'm not sure YouTube would be able to recognize the copyright. Maybe it is, actually. Maybe it is. Oh, yeah, that's right. I do remember practicing the Celine gig with the live recordings of the cover band, not Celine, right? And YouTube, I think, still identified that it was copyrighted material. So, kind of weird. Yo, what's up, Jen? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Look what I did yesterday for our friend Akhil. I'm not sure it would pass the copyright test though. it's maybe a little bit too similar. That is tremendously 80s. Absolutely. Hang on, Jen. You know that track, right? No way. Would I is it possible that I would switch you on to that track? You don't know the track? Oh my god, it's such an amazing tune. Unbelievably 80s, like hair metal, like commercial hair metal. And it's Is This Love by Whitesnake. Now that I've said it, maybe you're like, oh, of course that's what it is. Is This Love, Whitesnake. And Akil said that he was learning the guitar solo. I was like, oh, dude, I love this track. Why don't I just see if I can kind of reproduce the sound that's on there? So you do know the track. I'm a little bit disappointed. Just a touch. Recorded chemistry lecture. Fair enough, dude. Go ahead. 45 minutes. I'll still be there. You'll catch us just in time to say bye. Thoughts on the Toman situation? Whoa, the Toman situation is crazy. What's going on with that? My older brother is an electric guitarist, so caught this whole wave. Lucky you. Oh man, listening to somebody practice is kind of difficult. I don't know why you guys are here, really. Makes no sense to me. Well, that's not it. At first, this isn't really what I wanted to do, right? What I wanted to do was play along to my favorite tunes and learn tunes live. Sadly, I didn't really think it through and didn't realize that YouTube wouldn't really let you do that. You're taking him to see Bon Jovi at MSG into Madison Square Garden. My God. You guys have got the best venues. Don't you also guys have the best things in general? Like AC, we've talked about this last time. Buc-ee's, I hear Buc-ee's is I mean, essentially, the US is buzzing all over Instagram at the minute. Like, you've got Scottish people, Korean people, Japanese people, French people, Germans. Everybody's like, this is insane. What? You can walk into a supermarket and just buy a gun or something like that and just buckets of insert goods. What's the word? Denrées. That's crazy. And excesses, indeed. We've got our excesses too, you know, in different ways. No. I love little loops like that. That's a little line that I came up with when I was trying to practice my sort of pinky/ring finger independence. Yeah, still working on it. Was that 5? Anyway, love this kind of stuff. Right, I've got to get on with my regular practice. Apart from that, Jen, how are you? What am I going to start with? Just a click. Yep, going to start with just a click. And I'm going to repeat this line until it's second nature. 2, 3. That's way too slow. can't do it. Good. Done with some epic travel and just grooving in the studio now. Awesome. That's pretty good. Traveling, gigging, traveling. Come on. It's gotten super warm again. I hope you guys are alright over there in New York and the heat wave is over. Some gigs, some other work. What kind of gear trouble were you having? Oh my god, that sounds like an absolute nightmare. Just utterly frustrating. Abominable. Still practicing my English. Will he keep his English against all odds? Assailed on all sides by French everywhere. Oh, will I maintain? Will I be able to keep my English? And every time I unplugged my anagram, the macro setting would shift. Oh, wow. Hopefully it wasn't like resetting anything. Because that sort of stuff, I'm assuming, takes a long time to prepare. Can't wait to get my hands on some of that equipment. Oh, there was something else that you mentioned yesterday, Jen. You had expression pedal things I needed dialed in for the show. Oh, did you eventually manage to fix it though? And second question was, you said you had like a live writing session with James Porch and somebody else yesterday. Is that, have I got that right? One more time. 1, 2, 3. Indeed, his name is James. I think it's James Porch. I think that's literally what it says on his YouTube on his YouTube page. He's got a whole bunch of videos. Our friend from Brighton. Not super recent ones, as far as I'm seeing. 3 months ago. Have you not seen it? It's something to behold, really. It's you've got to look at his stuff, man. He's got like a proper guitar cave. Hang on, YouTube. Yeah. 2+ hours, co-engineered and produced a track I built for an artist. That is awesome. Wow. I mean, potato camera, but apart from that, man, like, look at the setup, like the amount of synths, or yeah, these have got to be synths, right? Ooh. I don't know. I really don't know that much about that sort of stuff. NPCs. I should have said NPCs. God, I should have looked at your comment first. yeah. All those NPCs. Look at that. Nuts. And bolts and cables and stuff. He's got a bunch of weird-looking instruments over there. It's kind of like a Telecaster head with, yeah, kind of a Telecaster bass. No idea what's behind it. Could be like a Fodera Yin Yang. Is that? No, I have to ask him next time he's on. Jen says, "Yeah, I built a dance EDM style track for an artist, and he was on it with me." Man, I love that. What, as in like in the chat, or did you invite him onto the stream? I'm gonna do a bit of jazz today, I think. Maybe not so much the writing, although I did want to adjust the drums on that little track that I'm writing as well. Would be nice to do that. Building scenes for guests. Yeah, how would that work? Zoom, I guess. Zoom or could just have like a window capture with Google Meets. Yeah, maybe application capture through OBS. Zoom maybe added as a camera. Yeah, definitely worth looking into, I think. I haven't had the time yet. I found a flat, by the way. I've found a new place to live, which means I'll be moving hopefully Monday or Tuesday, and I'll be out of action for a couple of days. But I found a place, finally. Super happy. TED Talks Base does it with me with a similar service. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that's definitely worth looking into. All right, time to geek out on some jazz for a little bit. Because, wait, what? No, stop it. Stop it. There it is, ish. I should be doing that in OBS and not in not with a window, but hey, it works. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a drawn-out process, but because I've got all of these parameters that I need to work with, you know, I can't really have people underneath me because when I practice piano, people get annoyed. The floors aren't particularly thick, especially in old houses. I can't really have people above me because it just drives me insane to have just the sound of people walking heavily. Just annoying. And ideally ground floor. And in this case, it all works out perfectly. Plus, it's got a giant kitchen, and I love to cook, so pretty chuffed. All right, for a bit of context, if anybody's interested, I found this YouTube video by a channel, his name I can't remember, and he talks about the sort of Barry Harris approach notes concepts. I could link to it on some. Ask me. I can easily find the link again. And the point is to have kind of a toolbox of ways to approach a particular note. So, for instance, if I'm in a B flat major 7, I could approach 2 2 frets above and then 1 fret below, 2 chromatic steps above, sorry, and then 1 half step below to eventually get to the E flat. That works for every chord tone, 3rd, 5th, 7th, obviously, although some work better than others. And he's got this entire example which goes something like this. Should be faster than that, right? Anyway, then it goes to the. It's a really cool line, and I want to be able to essentially do my little shopping with these, and mainly force me to be more deliberate in terms of harmony when I'm improvising, because usually I just panic and just go and the closest I got to being super comfortable with soloing was I think a residency that I had in Switzerland, where we were playing 6 sets a night, 6 45-minute sets, and the first 2-3 sets were just jazz, blues type stuff. So I got to do a lot of soloing every night, and then by the second night, I mean, you don't really care that much, which means you're not so much attached. Your ego's not that attached to what's coming out of the bass, which means you're able to sort of step out and listen a lot more. And that's the kind of stuff that I've always been trying to develop, but it's missing a component, which is you won't need to be gigging all the time if you can fall back onto your knowledge of harmony, plus ear training, obviously, and all that sort of stuff. It's not in a vacuum, right? But here I'm trying to put it in the vacuum and only do this kind of deliberate harmony practice, i.e. I want to have, when I see a chord, I want to be able to immediately know root, 3rd, 5th, 7th. Obviously, if it's a sus chord, that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say. My lamp isn't really pointing in the right direction. Oh, the strap's over. There we go. There we go. Atmosphere retrieved. So I'm just going to play this line and look at the chords and see. I think I'd started doing that already. Because you see, that's the point. The first 2 chords, B flat and G minor 7, just align perfectly. It's literally the same pattern, 2 above, 1 below. But I couldn't do it to save my life unless it's sort of pre-planned. So I want to practice it. So this is going to be super boring, but kind of useful for me. So I'm just going to crack on, and hopefully I can reason out loud as I'm doing it. I need to raise that string again. The action's a little bit too low still. Yeah, it's kind of choking. Fourth turn. Slightly better. And there, chromatic run all the way down to the all the way down to the minor third of C minor 7. So from G flat, F, E, E flat. Not going to bother with the inharmonies, because who does really? It's just, they're all such clever little ways to navigate all of these chord changes, and I want it. I want to be able to do it. So, pick another tune, and let's crack on. Got rhythm, that's time, Days of Wine and Roses. There Will Never Be Another You. Great example. Right, so E flat, major 7. I don't know if Logic is, no, I don't have my keyboard. What's my keyboard? Pedal. I'm not genetically predisposed to reach that far under my desk. Might be a good thing as well. Nowadays, you know. HR complaints, all that sort of stuff. No. Better. Right, I've got 2 bars to fill. So this is the approach bar. Could go for the major third. One more time. That second one doesn't really work. So might have to reach into the toolbox and get another approach method. Let's try 1 above, 2 below. Much better. That does work better with an E flat. Should I just record an E flat, in fact? 3, 4, G, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Just do that for a second. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Come on, Phil. I don't like having to quantize everything, but it's practice. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, so I've got essentially, I'm covering what, 2 beats and you know what? Better if I do this. 2, 3. Okay. Once more, no mistakes. 2, 3. So I'm missing 8 notes. Gosh, 2 bars are really long. It's a really long thing. Okay, Faith. Yeah, that could work. Or do kind of a pivot. Chromatic approach, would that work? 2, 3. That does work. It's not super exciting. It's not exciting at all, really, but See what I mean? I just fall back onto my my regular phrases. At the first sign of having to think, just find any opportunity to just run away. Mark of the Moon, L Sweep. Your brother Doug, good to see you again, bro. Yo, dude, my algorithm found you again. Wait, what do you mean? Are you not subscribed? Have I not earned your subscription yet? Jen, thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. Eventually, it'll be, I think, an interesting resource. For now, we're kind of just, trying a bunch of different things. And as soon as I'm settled into my own place, gosh, it's been a year, man. Nuts. Crazy. Stuck in purgatory. So for now, I'm just playing over E flat major 7, targeting chord tones with different approaches. First approach, I'm targeting the root note, E flat, two half steps above, 1 half step below the target note. Now I'm going to target the major 3rd and move to 1 half step above, 2 half steps below, and I get to G, which is major 3rd. I get to G, and I could also climb chromatically up to the 5th after that, which leaves me with just 4 notes to finish up with that. Oh, right, but the next 4 notes have to be the approach notes to D half diminished. You got me unsubscribed. That's it, dude. I appreciate that, brother. You don't have to. Only if you like it. But yes, I read the clues and I deduced. I'm like Sherlock Holmes. Not really, but in this case, I was like, wait, hang on. What do you mean? The algorithm found me again? Should be served on a silver platter. So I think that means I've got all my notes. But it sounds boring. It sounds really quite boring, which means I'm missing an ingredient to the original line. As a reminder, this is what the original sounds like, and I'm trying to analyze it essentially and figure out exactly all the different ways to make analytical choices sound at least interesting. Here it is. That's the whole line. That's the entirety of it. So first, I've transcribed it, but I don't think I've gone far enough in extracting all the potential tools from it. And I already know, because the guy talks about it in the video, they're all extractable little bits of, well, little tools to approach different chord tones. That's it, period. Different chord tones. But there are moments where they're not really 2 steps above, 1 step below, chromaticism up or chromaticism down approach. There are joining elements to it that make it seamless. I make it seamless. I'm working on my English as well as my bass skills. You would have noticed. I lived in London for 15 years, and then I moved back to good old Belgium. Speaking of which, I think we're against you guys on Monday, 2 a.m. for 2 a.m. Belgian time, I believe. Brother Dog says, been playing for 25 years, never learned theory or to read it right, but highly interesting and educational to watch a pro do it. Yeah, I'd love to watch a pro do it as well, man. Visibly, this is not something I'm adept at, because I was always more a partisan of transcribing and ears first rather than thinky bits. I've never really liked thinky bits. Thinking has never been my forte. But assimilating language, i.e., same as English. I'm pretty good at languages, and listening means I don't know, it's just eventually soaks deep down into my vocabulary. It comes out as vocabulary, but it is just integrated. It's an integrated patchwork of licks and phrases I've stolen over the years. There we go. So clearly, this is not the right step to be taking to try to apply it to another tune. It's good for harmony practice, but I'm still missing something. So back to I Got Rhythm. I'm going to try and play the line again. Yeah, and then go to the B section. Although I have a feeling that this is the right... something not exactly right about the changes underneath. So, rhythm, but the other one, this one didn't work. See, just the rhythm changes, sort of generic rhythm changes didn't quite work for me either. Although, that might be because this is the right section. Let's try that again. 90, too slow. Let's try 140, go crazy. That's the one, but there's a couple of chords that just don't work, and okay, I'm gonna figure out what they are. That's there, yeah. It's G7 there, possibly. Yeah, suggesting G7 to me, which would be right. We've got a G7 here, but could be that this guy just has... You know what? I'm going to try it. Edit song. Just put a G7 here. And F7 there. And I think that might be the solution to my little problem. Let's try it. Yeah, it doesn't sound right either. Am I able to go back? So what was it? D minor 7, G7, B flat, C minor 7, F7. All right, I'm not touching it again. Big mistake. Tell me what a downbeat is. I just found you. The downbeat, upbeat, downbeat. Well, there are 4 beats in a bar, like a regular bar, a regular portion of music is usually composed of 4 beats. I say usually because there are obviously 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. There are other types of music and other compositions that have different different subdivisions within the bar, but 90% of the time it's going to be 4/4, i.e. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Depending on the type of music, you put the emphasis either on the downbeat, which is 1 and 3, or on the upbeat, which is 2 and 4. So for instance, in jazz and blues, usually you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, dun, 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 dun. So the emphasis will be on the upbeat. And what's a genre of music with heavy emphasis on the first, the 1 and 3? Like reggaeton. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, go, go, two, yeah, that sort of stuff. 1, 2, 3. For instance, there's many other genres. These are just the first 2 that are popping in my head. Maybe reggae as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Possibly reggae as well. But there we go. Downbeat will be 1 and 3. 2 and 4 will be upbeat. And depending on the genre of music you're listening to, this is where the emphasis will be. You'll hear, for instance, a snare drum play on those beats. Rock music, oddly enough. Yeah, just the example of that tune that I was playing earlier called Is This Love by Whitesnake. Heavy emphasis on the downbeat on this one as well. Here's what it sounds like. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. There we go. I hope that clears it up. Has it been 45 minutes? My brain is fried from the chemistry. Oh my god, what have you taken? That's crazy. 25 years without theory. People go all their lives without playing an instrument sometimes, you know? What a shame. What a shame. I'm missing out on so much fun. I have to go back to this guy's video. Am I going to be able to find it again? I'm not sure. It's going to take me a while. Anyway, I have to be better prepared next time, because clearly I was I missed a couple of steps. Well, okay, I'm looking at terrariums at the moment because I typed in enclosure into YouTube, and for some reason it's suggesting that I watch ants and lizards. Anyway, I'll find that video again. Title's right in front of me, Phil. Rhythm changes enclosures tutorial. No, I renamed it. Never mind. Michael is here. Lovely. Okay, you can start now. Great. I'm happy you're here, Michael. You're going to be pleased to see that I'm back practicing enclosures and scales and harmony and theory, that sort of stuff. It's fun. Demental. important to include this type of practice into your playing, into your practice routine, more like. And eventually, it'll seep into your playing. Super important. You got to do harmony. You got to do theory, and they're not that hard, really. Would anybody be interested in me doing like a Harmony and Theory 101 thing at some point with my trusty pen and tablet? Because I've gotten pretty decent at explaining like the really basic stuff, because I've had to do it so much. Shall we just ask me how I sent you money? Busted. She controls your she keeps a good eye on the your bank account. Should try and be playing a bit more funk these days. Yes to Harmony Theory 101. Savage Fridays is usually free on Fridays, at least Friday mornings. Because over in New York, it would be what, like 11 a.m. midday. Agreed, Jen. Completely agree with it. Even the basic stuff that we all know, sometimes a different angle gives you a bit more purchase on the concepts, for sure. Even if it's super integrated, internalized, blah blah blah. Always important to just cover the bases again. I'm not doing any playing. Apologies. I'm going to do some playing now. I'm going to practice machine gunning the crap out of my bass. I don't need to save Whitesnake as it should already be saved, but just in doubt. Alright, here it is. 100 BPM. Lior Osiris, that's his name, bass player, absolutely phenomenal. And he has this kind of raking technique that really caught my ear. But more important than that, it actually has a lot of carryover when it comes to all of these other now it's like my left hand can't follow as fast as the right. Like the right hand is just absolutely cruising through these little fast runs, and left hand is just kind of like, whoa dude, what did you get so fast? Yes, I know the drum beat's horrible, I know. Doesn't sound natural at all. Right, ego's getting the best of me. That means I'm gonna get the treatment. I've got to go back down and work my way back up. The burns, the burns. No, the bees. No, what is it? That old Nick Cage. It burns. Ah. Wow, my acting chops have absolutely not changed at all. Did you know I was an actor once? I was an actor. Raise your hand if you're a massive Arrested Development fan. Yeah, I'm missing a few notes on that one. That would work. Yes, Mike. I'm familiar with Ben. I think you and Nate. Are you the one who's mentioned it first? I can't remember exactly. I think Nate said, "Oh my god, you guys are the same." Like, are we? He's I mean, this guy's a bit of a machine, dude. Like, we may both have pretty decent technique, but his improv skills are, I place them way above mine, and way above that. Anyway, that's not the point. But yeah, he's terrific, that guy. Really like it. His streams are super long as well. It's about 2 hours, and I'll be able to do that soon because, Mike, good news. I've found a flat. I've found a place to live. Get my own place again. Yes. Probably going to move at some point next week. I'm hoping Monday or Tuesday, but I will let you guys know. And as soon as the move's done and I'm settled, and I've got a couple of large carpets on the floor, these bad boys back up behind me, I'll be able to do longer streams. So, praise the Lord. Jen says, massive Arrested Development fan. I don't know why. I had a feeling. I wasn't the only one here. The theme song is something I wind up putting in my warm-ups all the time. Oh, how does it go? Do-wee-wee-doo. Something like that. It's just, it's the best. Michael, my brother. I'm your brother. You sleep with my brother? You sleep with your brother? Oh, it's so good. Job, Will Arnett is just the absolute best. Should the guy should have. Oh, it's so good. The acting. If you know, you know. Not a roommate. I'm going to be renting a room in a house that is owned by a friend. Pretty large room. And it's going to be like 3 people all together. But it's a pretty large room. 2 people top floor, just me on the ground floor, which means pretty good. It's pretty good. Garden, awesome kitchen. It's going to be pretty good. Yeah. Which means I'll have my little setup in the room. I might even be able to have students in there, which is just awesome. Really awesome. I'm super happy with that. Yeah, apologies for the little Arrested Development side quest there, but I'm such a huge fan. The open line to Cannonball Adderley's solo on Minority. So good. So good. but I'm getting sidetracked a million times. It's been a while since I've done some transcribing, so that's coming back up, coming back on the table soon. I've been working on this. Maxence Leroy, I don't know if he's Canadian or French or American, but listen to this groove. Piano. Wow. I wonder if I would be able to loop it. Ah, nearly. I'll have to find a way to loop that because that's awesome. A little bit of improv. No, we're coming on to an hour. Okay, I have to go. Tomorrow's America's birthday, I heard through the grapevine, and on Monday, America's playing Belgium. I've been told. My little finger. We're gonna have to watch that. I don't know if it's possible to watch that together, but that because it'll be 2 a.m. So unless I manage to move my entire life to another room in one afternoon, don't know if I'd stay up this late. Belgium, USA. Plus, USA's lost their best striker, haven't they? Apparently. This is a bit of a shame. Okay, I haven't had time to fix the drums on the track, so I'll have to postpone that to either tomorrow or next week. I will be streaming tomorrow for the big day, and I hope to see you guys there. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining me today. Michael, Akhilesh, Nate wasn't here, I don't think. But Nate, if you watch this later, brother, I hope you're well and catch you tomorrow. Jen, obviously, thank you very much for joining me today. We need to find a way to do this thing. Like actually, well, not face to face, but it'd be so nice to actually get to properly meet you, chat with you, and learn about your whole journey through music. So if you're up for it, I'm 100% looking into that after this stream. I forgot Market the Moon. Thank you very much, brother. I think you had a question earlier, and hopefully I managed to answer it. Did I? Do let me know. And if I did, best thing you can do is give this stream a like and a little subscription. And if you can spare $1 or a shekel or a yuan or a real or a lira or a euro or a pound, I'd accept it gladly. I didn't answer your question. Apologies, brother. Representing the original 13 colonies. But you like me. That's very kind, dude. I liked your question. I think it was a very relevant question. We forget the rupees. Let's not forget the rupees and the rubles. I think that's it for today, guys. I've got a big week ahead, and hopefully I can be properly set up in a nice little studio that will allow me to stream at my own rhythm whenever I want to. So Jen, you're in the Discord. If there's an email, well, no, you're in the Discord, so I don't need your email address. What am I talking about? Come on, Phil. Think technology, or just think. Try it for one day. Might do you good. Awesome, Jen. Well, we'll set that up. And as soon as I'm in the new place, I'm going to start grinding like crazy and have loads of conversations with all the bass players we can find. I'm excited. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Jen, for the wishing me. Thank you for the move. Awesome seeing Jen, indeed. And hopefully very soon, Jen is going to be on the stream as well. So I can get to know her better. That'd be awesome. Thank you all very much, and I will see you tomorrow for the big day. Bye bye, guys. Doodles. Phil plays bass. Out.